Humans called them Special Forces. The galaxy trembled at the regulars. Commander Zixton of the Galactic Council Defense Fleet had seen many things in his 40 cycles of service. He had witnessed the fall of the Krellian Empire, survived the Void Wars, and stood against the mechanical hordes of Sigma-9. But nothing, absolutely nothing, had prepared him for humans. The briefing room aboard the Celestial Mandate hummed with tension. Holographic displays flickered across the curved walls, showing tactical data from the recent battle at Kepler Station. Zixton's four eyes scanned the assembled officers, each representing a different species of the Council. They all wore the same expression: disbelief. "Let me understand this correctly," said Ambassador Threll, her crystalline form refracting the blue light into rainbow patterns. "The humans deployed only their, what did they call them? Regular infantry?" Captain Sarah Chen stood at the podium, her posture relaxed in a way that made the alien officers uncomfortable. Humans had this unsettling habit of appearing calm before delivering catastrophic news. "That's correct, Ambassador," Chen replied. "The 101st Infantry Division, 3rd Battalion. Standard line troops. Standard." Zixton's mandibles clicked in agitation. "Captain, those standard troops eliminated a Vex Corps raiding party that outnumbered them 4-1. The Vex Corps are considered elite shock troops by every military analyst in the galaxy." Chen smiled, another unsettling human expression. "Yes, Commander. That's why we call them regulars." The room erupted in chittering, whistling, and various forms of alien consternation. Zixton raised his primary manipulator for silence. "Then what?" he asked slowly. "Are your special forces?" Chen's smile widened. "Would you like a demonstration?" 3 days later, Zixton found himself on humanity's military moon. The facility was called Fort Bragg Historical Site, though it had been converted into a training center for Earth Special Operations Forces. The human liaison, a grizzled major named Rodriguez, led him through sterile corridors. "The thing you have to understand, Commander," Rodriguez said, "is that humans have been fighting each other for thousands of years. We got good at it." "All species have conflict," Zixton replied. "Not like us." Rodriguez stopped at an observation window. "Most species fight until survival is assured. Humans? We developed something called total war. We don't just fight to survive. We fight to win, completely and utterly." Below, Zixton watched as a small team of humans moved through a combat simulation. They moved like liquid shadow, each member perfectly synchronized with the others. The simulated enemy, programmed with Vex Corps combat patterns, fell within seconds. "Your regulars trained for 6 months," Rodriguez continued. "These operators? Minimum 2 years of selection and training before they even start specialized courses. They can operate in any environment. Vacuum, underwater, extreme gravity. They can speak multiple languages, perform field medicine, call in orbital strikes, and improvise weapons from local materials." Zixton watched as the team breached a simulated ship. The precision was surgical. "How many of these operators do you have?" "That's classified. But I can tell you that for every Special Forces operator, we have about 100 regular infantry. And those regulars? They're trained to a standard that would qualify them as elite troops in most galactic militaries." The simulation ended. The human team had completed their objective with 0 casualties and minimal ammunition expenditure. Zixton's combat computer ran the numbers. According to every tactical doctrine he knew, it should have been impossible. "Why?" he finally asked. "Why this intensity? This obsession with military excellence?" Rodriguez turned to face him, and for the first time Zixton saw something in the human's eyes that made his circulatory fluid run cold. It wasn't aggression or hostility. It was certainty. "Because, Commander, we come from a death world. Earth tried to kill us for millions of years with diseases, predators, weather, and natural disasters. Then we tried to kill each other for thousands more. We didn't become apex predators by accident. We earned it every single day through blood and adaptation." 6 weeks later, the Zixneth Collective made their move. They had been probing Council space for months, testing defenses. Intelligence suggested they were preparing for a full-scale invasion. The Collective was known for their ruthlessness and superior numbers. Their Jianzhu involved overwhelming enemy positions with sheer mass. The Council deployed their fleets to the border. Humanity sent a single ship. Zixton watched from the command deck as the human vessel, designated Shadow Walker, approached the collective's forward base on Terminus 7. It was a fortress moon, defended by 30,000 Zixneth warriors and orbital defense platforms. "Captain Chen," Zixthan said over the comm, "your ship carries what, 50 troops?" 48, Commander. 2 teams of Special Forces operators. 48 soldiers against 30,000. We won't need more. She was right. The operation lasted 6 hours. The human teams infiltrated the moon, disabled the defense grid, eliminated the command structure, and planted tactical nuclear charges at key structural points. By the time the Zixneth realized they were under attack, it was over. The fortress moon was crippled, its forces in disarray. Not a single human casualty. The Zixneth sued for peace within the week. In the aftermath, Zixthan found himself sharing a drink with Captain Chen in the officer's lounge. The liquid burned pleasantly, another human vice the galaxy was learning to appreciate. "I understand now," Zixthan said. "Your regulars are formidable because they're trained to the highest standard. But your special forces, they're something else entirely." Chen nodded. "Every species has soldiers, Commander. But humans, we perfected the art of warfare through necessity. Our regulars can win battles. Our special forces can win wars before the enemy knows they've started." Zixthan's mandibles clicked in what humans had learned to recognize as laughter. The Council was worried about making contact with a warrior species. "Now I'm grateful you're on our side." "So are we, Commander." Chen raised her glass. "So are we." As news of the Terminus 7 operation spread through the galaxy, a new understanding emerged. The humans had been holding back. What the Council had seen as impressive, the regular human infantry, was merely the foundation. The true capabilities of humanity's military machine remained largely unknown, deliberately kept in reserve, and perhaps, Zixthan thought as he watched the stars beyond the viewport, that was the most terrifying thing of all. The galaxy had trembled at the regulars. It was probably best not to discover what the humans kept in reserve for true emergencies.